Welcome back to Science and Supermarket. Did you know that picking the perfect orange involves understanding plant physiology, volatile organic compounds, and even gravitational effects? Today we're diving deep into the science behind those juicy citrus gems, and I guarantee you'll never look at oranges the same way again. Science fact number 1. Check for density physics and juice content using your hands to feel the weight of the orange. Let's start with density science. When you're checking weight, you're actually measuring juice vesicle density. Here's the incredible part. A perfectly ripe orange contains 87% water distributed in microscopic juice sacs called hesperidia. But here's what's mind-blowing. The difference between a heavy and light orange of the same size can represent up to 40% more vitamin C content. That's because vitamin C is water-soluble and concentrates in those juice vesicles. So when you're picking the heavy one, you're literally selecting for maximum nutritional Vit C density. Give me a like and sub for that new knowledge. Second thing to check for is the peel anatomy and genetic expression, the bosy of the orange. Now let's talk about that smooth skin indicator. The orange peel has 3 distinct layers: the flavido outer colored part, albedo, white spongy layer, and segment walls. Smooth skin indicates optimal cell wall development and proper water balance. Here's the fascinating part. Rough, bumpy skin often means the tree experienced environmental stress, triggering genes that thicken the albedo layer as protection. This diverts energy from sugar production to defensive compounds. So smooth skin means the tree focused on making sweet fruit instead of armor. The third thing to check for is the carotenoid chemistry or ripeness. Color science time. That vibrant orange comes from beta-carotene and cryptoxanthin. But here's the shocking part. Orange color doesn't always mean ripe. Some oranges actually regreen in warm climates through chlorophyll reactivation. But here's the real science bomb. The carotenoid concentration can vary by up to 300% between oranges. Higher carotenoids mean more antioxidant power and better flavor compounds. What's the selection trick? Look for uniform, saturated color. This indicates even ripening and optimal carotenoid distribution. The fourth thing to check for is the turgor pressure and cellular integrity, the squeeze test. When you squeeze an orange, you're testing turgor pressure, the hydraulic pressure inside plant cells. Perfect oranges have 8 to 12 bars of pressure. That's enough to power a small hydraulic system. Here's what's incredible. This pressure is maintained by osmotic gradients created by sugar concentration. Higher sugar equals higher pressure equals juicier orange. Too soft means cell walls are breaking down. Too hard means insufficient sugar development. You're literally performing a non-destructive pressure test used in food laboratories. Fifth check is the smell test and flavor prediction. Time for some aromatic chemistry. That citrus smell comes from over 100 volatile organic compounds, with limonene making up 90% of orange essential oils. But here's the mind-blowing part. Your nose can detect these compounds at concentrations as low as 0.5 parts per billion. The science gets crazy here. Oranges with stronger aroma contain 2 to 3 times more flavor compounds, including linalool and citral. These same compounds also indicate higher antioxidant activity. So when you smell that orange, you're literally detecting molecular markers of nutritional quality. The sixth check is the wrinkle test, dehydration biology, and cellular breakdown analysis. Those wrinkles aren't just cosmetic, they're cellular biology in action. As oranges age, pectin enzymes break down cell walls, causing moisture loss and structural collapse. But here's what's fascinating. This process also triggers enzymatic browning and nutrient degradation. A wrinkled orange can lose up to 50% of its vitamin C content compared to a fresh one. Those wrinkles are literally telling you the antioxidant activity is declining. Science fact number 7. Navel orange genetics and bud mutation. Finally, let's talk about that navel formation. This is pure genetic science. Navel oranges are actually genetic mutants with a secondary fruit growing inside the primary fruit. This mutation occurred naturally and was propagated through grafting. Here's the incredible part. This mutation also affects sugar metabolism genes, making navels consistently sweeter. They contain 2 to 15% more sugar than regular oranges and have seedless genetics because the mutation affects reproductive development. You're literally selecting for a genetic advantage when you choose navels. One medium orange contains 70 milligrams of vitamin C. That's more than strawberries, kiwis, or bell peppers. But here's what's shocking. The vitamin C content can vary by 400% between oranges based on growing conditions, genetics, and ripeness. Following these selection methods can literally quadruple your vitamin C intake. So there's the science behind perfect orange selection. Heavy weight equals maximum juice vesicle density and vitamin C. Smooth skin equals optimal genetic expression and sugar focus. Vibrant color equals high carotenoid concentration and antioxidants. Slight give equals perfect turgor pressure at 8 to 12 bars. Sweet aroma equals high volatile compound concentration. No wrinkles equals intact cellular structure and preserved nutrients. Navel formation equals genetic mutation for superior sweetness. You're not just shopping. You're applying plant physiology, chemistry, and genetics. If your mind is blown by the science hidden in your grocery store, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Next week, we're exploring the quantum physics of perfect apple selection and why the photoperiod affects sweetness. Comment below, which fruit science should we decode next? And remember, with scientific knowledge, every shopping trip becomes a molecular adventure.